Well, I ask it every week, and I expect somebody to do it.
We fought a bunch of chickens. We fought a bunch of adorable armored chickens that nearly turned two of us to stone. Well, actually, three of us. But we killed them all, and Eleanor got turned to stone, and we all had a sad. But then Bran used his alchemy skills.
Yeah, yeah.
He he used his alchemy skills and he blew it out of the water and cured the stoning. And then we all braided Eleanor's hair. I'm not sure what that was about.
Cure is not the right word. Reverted is the correct word. Because you did succeed, but you didn't empirically succeed.
What?
I borrowed a lot of what I borrowed a lot of that alchemy from GURPS. So you did beat the save DC, but you didn't win with no side effects. You succeeded with side effects.
What's the side effect?
Well, Eleanor,
Yes.
long story short of it, you flipped off the bird and everything went dark. Until you heard like a cracking sound and you felt like someone was peeling your skin off, but not bad, like when you were a kid and you had glue on it and you like peeled it off like that. And you arose to your friends, several of them cheering, looking over you as you are slowly coming to consciousness. However, unlike them and Bran, you did not accomplish a long rest. You do, however, have petrification sickness. Yeah.
Which is?
You don't know. I mean, quite literally, you don't know. What all of you can tell is that Elenil is stable. She's fine. However, you're a little slower. Specifically, you're 5 feet slower in movement. In all forms.
Oh, you're like a big slow lizard.
More like you just woke up from laying on a bed for 4 months. But other than that, you're sore. But your skin looks fantastic right now. Like the petrification literally pulled the toxins out and turned them into a protective barrier. And they are just gone. So yeah. Let's see. It's been an additional 8 hours. Supposed to fight. But yeah, you guys are still in this arena. That still has little chickens in it.
Are the little chickens gone?
No, they're just around. You can see a couple of them like eating small pebbles. They're keeping their distance from you.
Good. Do we see any stairs out of here?
You do see 4 sets of staircases. However, looking at the ceiling right above the center, you can see a wooden circular platform that's being hung in a tunnel.
I fly up to go check on that.
Alright. Getting up closer to it, you can see that it looks like a loading platform. It just, although it is currently raised. You could probably pry it down if you were strong enough. Because it's being held up by 4 different chains.
Is there a switch or a lever or anything like that that would activate it nearby?
Roll investigation.
Ah, the first failure.
On your end, you just have the very poorly painted blue ceiling with little white dabbed clouds. However, on the platform itself, you can see there's just a lit. There's another lever similar to the elevator you were in. But you can't reach the grip since it's like about 3 feet up.
Ah. I'll swoop down and tell everyone what I see.
Simple enough.
Alright. Hey guys, there's an elevator with a lever up there. And I point at it.
Can we see light through like the cracks of the bottom of the platform?
Not only in the cracks of the platform, you can also see it around the edge. Like, the platform isn't flush to the tunnel. There's like...
Does it look like daylight or like...
It looks suspiciously bright to be like open sky, but it is definitely light.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
Anyone got a stick or something we can try to hit it with?
I have javelins, but I don't. You know what? Why not? Here, have a javelin. Knock yourself out.
I imagine.
Why don't you just fly up there and pull the lever?
I can't reach it.
He can just get his hand in between the cracks, but that's about it.
Would a javelin fit then? Because that's pretty thick.
I mean, is a javelin thicker than a hand?
Your hand?
I'd say they're comparable. Although the javelin does not have bones, so it can pass through.
How far up did you say it was?
The platform itself is 30 feet up with Armax. The lever is like another 2... the lever is attached to the platform, but it's high up so you can comfortably pull it.
So is it like above 30 feet? Or...
No, it's on the platform.
Which is how high?
The 30 feet up.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. So if I threw a javelin at it, would it work, or is it more of a pull kind of thing?
Difficult to say. You would also have to clear a 3.5-inch gap at 30 feet.
So yeah, so I'll try to fly up to a side and just try to, angle that in there and whap it.
Roll sleight of hand.
Let's see if Armax can do this again. Nope.
You're hitting it. You're definitely hitting it, and you can like every time you smack the grip of the lever, it pushes in and it lowers a little more. It looks to be like it's a ratchet as opposed to a motor or a pulley. So there's more room to reach in now. It's about 5-6 inches.
Can I 6 inches? Can I get like my torso or body in?
If you didn't have wings, maybe.
Curse God's gift of flight.
Yeah.
Can I hit it again?
Yeah, you can keep whapping at it.
Oh, I'm gonna whap it. What was that? A sleight of hand?
Yep.
Oh, I whapped the shit out of it.
You just with what little room you have, you baseball swing into it, and it drops. And it starts going into the pit beneath you. And just as it crosses the edge, the chains go taut. And now this pit has a wooden platform on it with a lever.
Hey guys, I found an elevator. Here's your javelin back.
Thank you.
So, who's ready to see the next adventurous room of adventure? I'll take your silence as consent and assume everyone gets on the elevator.
Let's go.
Eh.
All right. All right. You all step upon the elevator, and what do you do?
Does the elevator have like an up or a down button?
No, it just has the one lever.
I guess we'll pull the lever up.
All right. You pull the lever. The platform drops.
Wrong lever. Wait, is it a safe drop or an unsafe drop?
It puts a couple of your hairs on end. More your feathers. But it keeps going down and down until that light you could see above you disappears.
Perhaps you should fly up and look for a lever, you know, where this came from.
You all arrive with a sudden stop.
This might be a dark soul.
Oh god, we're in a library.
Around you is fairly clean worked stone. The evening bricks remind you of the outside of the tower that you first inspected. Along each of the walls you can see small little arrow slits with iron bars across them, just large enough for arrows to travel out, but confined enough that it doesn't offer much escape. Around the area you can see tables, chairs, beds. This looks to be a barracks, with the only odd characteristic, let's see, being this area to the right, which looks to have stone, but part of it's been crushed inwards. You can even still see debris lying on the floor. Within it, you can see a metallic doorway that pulses with a light blue, sort of sparklish aura. Drawing nearer to it, you can hear a soft but rhythmic humming.
I don't think we should touch that.
Are you feeling alright? I mean, usually you'd... I won't argue it.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like this place has been built as a big Armax trap. And this is how I would trap an Armax.
Should we at least look around for something useful? I mean, this
we
can't
can
just be here.
Well, the rest of the barracks appear empty, right?
Looking around, you don't explicitly see anything, but there's multiple of doorways and entryways.
We can always check the barracks for raiding supplies. Potions of healing, things like that. I'm going to carefully walk over this away.
Right. Moving over to the edge wall, something does catch your eyes. Within each of the corners, you can see a soft red light. And it's pulsing. Emitting from it is a small sound. There you go. There you go, that should work.
What's that sound?
As a player, which by the way, it's playing right now if you have your sound up. As a player, you would recognize it as a... Well, I don't want to blow everyone's eardrums out.
No, it's probably just man, no worries.
Yeah. That probably makes it a lot easier.
Oh, we set off an alarm?
It was going when you got in here. You just didn't notice it until you got closer to its source.
Oh, so an alarm's going off.
You could surmise this.
Gonna go ahead and
Okay, wait. Okay, who said what?
I said we probably set it off a while ago.
All right. Okay, so what's everyone doing?
Do I recognize that blue pulsating nightmare?
Roll an intelligence check. The light means nothing to you. But that metal is very shiny, and you feel like you've seen that metal before.
Where have I seen metal before? Does my amulet friend recognize it?
He's still offline.
Wait a minute. Has
It has not been 24 hours.
no, I mean the magic. Do I feel like I can do magic here?
Yeah. Like your armor is still up. You don't sense anything odd.
Oh, good. Then I'm gonna go ahead and inspect this room to the right.
Alrighty then. Well, as it's both of these rooms here to the right, looking inside, let's see. Just gotta double check my notes real quick. Yeah, the top one has getting into the top one. You can see what looks to be both a kitchen and a garden. Upon one of the tables, you can see some fowl-like creature that's had its head completely removed, and a stew pot that seems to have several of its cockles within it. Opposite of that, you can see in the other room, which that wall's not there, I just didn't have time to edit this. You can see statues. You can see wait, no, not six. How long have you guys been in here?
3 days? 2, 3, I think.
2 long rests, and it takes about a couple hours per floor. Okay, yeah, no, sorry. You see 4 statues in there then.
What are the 4 statues of?
Well, getting closer in, you can see that 2 of the statues appear to be dwarven, while the other 2 look to be human and human-esque. Of the 2 dwarven ones, one of them looks to be a fairly young dwarven sculpture. It's with exquisite detail. Looks to be possibly in his late 30s. The other one, it looks very, very rugged, past his first century. Lit up head to toe in armor, still wielding a battle axe in one hand. On both of them, you can see a similar insignia on almost every article of clothing they own, which looks to be a gear with arcane runes along all the teeth, with a stoic dwarven face in the center of it with 2 large eyebrows.
Tell me, the iron ship that is wedged into the side of this place, did it have a similar symbol?
Well, it did chase you for a quarter of a mile, so you would probably know that, yeah, that's the insignia of the Citadel of Slag.
And if I was to say, having previous experience of viewing a person turned to stone, would I be hazard to guess that this is probably that?
They do look remarkably high detail for statues. As well as looking behind them, you can see a mortar and pestle, but giant. And within it, you can see what looks to be fresh mortar.
So someone was making this.
Make an investigation check. Does anybody else want to be doing anything?
Wow. Where were these rolls this last Tuesday?
Yeah, no shit. Alright. Yeah, these are petrified individuals. The detail's far too high, and there's even, like, there are ripples in the clothing, which no one who makes a statue would make. And behind them you can see bits and pieces of broken statues, which you can only surmise to be other poor unfortunate souls who may have been up here. And you get the morbid inclination that they've been repairing this tower with petrified humanoids. Literally taking the broken pieces of everyone they have had defeated and using them to re-cement the tower. If not, just feed the cockatrices below.
Oh, damn.
From the amount of arms, hands, and partial heads, you'd imagine there's 10 or so individuals that might have come through here, minimum.
Oh, well, that's still pretty awful.
Yep. Only 4 remain unmolested. The 2 dwarven statues and the 2 humanoid-looking ones. The human looks to be a very older-looking human with a humble attire that's more of a flowing robe. In one hand, he holds something that Aoja can pick out. It is a symbol of the Dawnfather.
So these were technically people, yeah?
Correct.
So if I use Death Recall, would it work on them? Or does their body not count as a body anymore?
Well, I mean, Armax crit, so he would know. It's not that they were people. They still are. They've
So
just
they're not
had
dead?
everything within them turned to stone. Correct.
They're still alive.
They're not technically alive?
Suspended animation?
Yeah,
Like, what I'm basically asking is, do they count as a corpse?
they do not.
Okay.
No, they would have to be depetrified for that.
Bran, do you think you can work your magic a few more times?
Oh,
No, I do not. We
You-
do not possess the resources.
Think there'd be some resources here?
well, I was getting to that. Because where they've been removing the heads of fowls and cooking them, you can see a set of almost see-through bellows that are attached to a long plastique-like tube that seem to be extracting material from them. There's nothing left there, but on the shelf you can see 4 similar dark green potions.
Perhaps they possess the resources. Let me look at these potions real quick. I want to look at the potions real quick.
Alright, I'll roll it for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. 1, 2, 5. That is a saving throw. That is not what I meant to click.
How dare you?
Alright.
You're really pushing my buttons.
Ah. They definitely have a very similar consistency to what you concocted earlier, though these ones are far more stable and are far more solid. Yours was kind of like a vinaigrette. If you let it sit for too long, it would separate.
Well, let's go ahead and pick a poor victim and give it a shot.
You should do it on the Holy Man first. Perhaps he can help us?
Yeah, do the old fart first.
Well, there is the other humanoid, which is taller than all the rest, though no distinguishing features of other than race. Alright, ugh. He's covered head to toe in weaponry, with a cloth mask over his front, and what looks to be a bear claw in his right hand.
I was just saying the Holy Man because he might have greater restoration and stuff that we don't.
Alright, Bran is
Bran,
taking
get-
the lot. Okay,
No, Brains just got spurs on.
I have what on?
Spurs. We heard the jingling.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just got home. If you guys give me a second,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and deconnect so that you're not getting that echo.
Thank you.
Testing.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay, so we have 4 potions and 4 dudes.
Yes, you can see 4 stabled potions. You can see about another 6 or 7 bottles, but they have residue within them, but they've been cast aside, almost into like a bucket full of water.
So we couldn't even try to skim. So if we have 4 people and 4 bottles, then yeah, I'd recommend trying to bring these guys back to life. It never hurts to have some more people wandering around the Saw building.
This is awfully convenient, but I'm sure it's fine.
I mean, we can always just get ourselves ready, and I mean, what's the worst that the Dawn guy can do?
Well, actually, it's quite prevalent, and I'll tell you later.
Yeah. The Dawnfather is one of the more regularly practiced religions.
He's one of the cool kids.
Him and Cord are the ass kickers of the divine world.
Mine is like the hippie deity.
He's the hippie deity.
No, mine is.
Tried to upsell you, but alright. But yeah, you have those. You can also there's a suspicious lack of anything else. It is just the statue garden, the mortar and pestle, and then this weird cooking pot.
Well, real quick, we can always come back to them. They're not going anywhere.
Oh, well, the goal is to destroy this place, isn't it? You might not be able to come back.
Well, no, I mean, but there's still more in this place we can look at.
There's other areas, yes.
We can always come back to them, because, like I said, it could be a trap. I mean, this could just be a test where, hey, we get 4 allies and they kill us. Or it could just be that we conveniently found a nice area.
Someone didn't do their job, perhaps?
I mean, I'm sure they're paid very poorly.
Well, with the slight disarray that the spent potions were in, and the fact that there's still a left cooking pot that is currently over boiling chicken, with Armax's natural 20, you could come to the conclusion that they probably didn't have much time when they left.
Because they were looking for us. Or setting up a trap. For us.
Either that or something else is here that's attacking them. This could be a Raccoon City scenario. Oh god, this is our mansion incident.
I haven't thrown that many traps at you.
Was the head bard's name Wesker?
No, you... Well, if you got his name, then you know what it is.
Yeah, no, we got his name. So,
Wait, who did he bring? I missed that part.
Nothing.
Oh.
So yeah, so what do we want to do? Do we want to try to help these guys, or do we want to, hello? What's happening in the bottom right corner there?
I'm just illustrating some stuff that I didn't get a chance to.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is nothing relevant.
Guys, there's mimics in the room. So yeah, how about this? We explore the room a little bit and then come back to these guys.
Sounds good to me!
Fran said while raiding one of the other rooms.
I'll go with the group.
Alright, so what do you want to do? Just do a counterclockwise circle of the rooms?
And that's up to you guys.
Sure.
Alright, so I guess we'll hit this guy, then this guy, then, so on.
Alright, well, this entire block is one thing. looking around, this is the barracks of the place that you could see from the beginning. Flimsy walls that essentially just keep the ceiling up. There are several tables all around that have no silverware, but there are still plates and mugs. Within each of the beds, you can see that they don't have bedding. It is a concrete slab that is concave, and within it there is a film of dark black dirt. Along opposite walls, you can see a small spigot producing water, very quickly, and draining it just as quickly.
Can I inspect that dirt?
All right, make a nature check.
Things I did not expect to say today.
Really?
Yep, that's dirt.
Yeah, it looks like topsoil to you.
Can I try a nature check since I notice
Yes.
him looking at this dirt?
Yeah, he keeps pulling blankets off of these things. It's just black dirt behind black dirt behind black dirt. So yeah, you can. All right. This soil, it's odd. It seems it's very moist to the touch, which it shouldn't if it's been out for so long. However, what you can tell is that there's a suspicious lack of anything. This is filtered dirt. It's just like one type of material that seems to be repeated or mulched over and over again until it's this fine coating. And it does look like it'd be fairly fertile. It does still seem odd.
I tell this to the rest of the group.
Seedlings!
Seedlings, or maybe they were grinding up people?
Or grinding up people for seedlings!
Paranoia rising.
Anytime we get into any sort of planty stuff, I'm thinking seedlings, and that's kind of like his MO.
Well, there.
Let's see, well, I guess we'll check another room to see what other suspicious and terrifying things we find.
Yep.
All right.
Amarant, what if we find your parents?
Then I'll cry a little, and well, actually, no, I'd probably be more terrified because I saw my father die, and I'm pretty sure that they had my mother killed. So that would just kind of be more of a lot of screaming. It'd be like if your grandparents showed up and you're like, "Yeah, you're very dead."
Stranger things have happened. All right. So what you doing?
I guess we'll inspect this room.
Well, no. This whole block was one thing.
Oh, okay. So outside of the dirt and the faucet, is there anything else?
Oh, faucets.
Are the faucets still running? All
Yeah.
of them?
No, I say faucet like old school medieval faucet, as in it just keeps pouring out fluid into a basin that keeps getting drained out.
Oh, Roman faucets.
Yeah.
Do we want to check the rooms down below, like the ED areas?
We can. Where did we find the statues at?
This block over here.
Okay. Where the little specks are.
Yeah. The barrels.
I mean, why not just unfreeze those guys now?
Because they may cause a lot of noise and there's an awful lot of space down here.
Well, you think this could be a boss room?
Yeah, No, but I do think that with it being the barracks, there could be more than a few stragglers down here.
All right, so yeah, want to check for the stragglers then?
Yeah, I would love to check for stragglers.
All right, so we're gonna check for stragglers and stuff in these other barracks.
Roll for stragglers.
No, roll for perception.
Don't you mean roll for Persephone?
Don't make me stab you.
Don't make me tell my merman joke.
I want to hear your merman joke.
What do you call a merman who's a wizard?
I don't know. What do you call a merman who's a wizard?
Merlin.
Alright, well, Armax and Will tell bad jokes to each other. Elenel, you can look around and you don't see anything here. And other than the, klaxons going off in the corners, you don't hear anything either, other than the hum from the odd building. And looking in this room, there is not a scrap of life around, but there are multitudes of debris. There seems to be small little notes and scraps of paper. There's mugs filled with more, fluids of some kind. There's small sconces. There's a grinding wheel in the corner. This looks to be an all-purpose rec room and get wrecked room. Nothing of particular value catches your eye, though.
I don't see anybody.
To get to the other side. Oh, right. We're looking.
Yes. Looking for things. Look, a room over there. I shall inspect it.
Yeah.
Over there.
Alright. Getting to here... Alright. I just gotta say this before you get there. These aren't bedrooms, as they should have been, but... Fucking tokens get lost. Now, these are 3 stairwells. Each of them going down. You can see very little light coming from them. Opposite of them, or to your south, you can see a stairwell that goes up. And it is very well lit.
It's a trap. Upstairs is a trap. Only a crazy person would go upstairs here.
So you're gonna go upstairs.
I am tempted to.
Shit.
That's how I know it's a trap. I say we go down the stairs.
Or we're inspecting the area and then talk to the statue.
Yeah, I mean, we could always, talk to those statue people. Also, is there anything indicating anything about these stairs?
No. Just that each one goes down.
So they probably go to a similar or the same kind of place. So want to unfreeze the old dudes? Or inspect that force field?
Force field?
Yeah, the force field right here.
No, it's not a barrier. It's just a light coming off of it.
It's just a light coming off of that?
Yeah. It's just a doorway that's emitting light.
I'll go ahead and inspect it.
Maybe the old dudes would know. Never mind.
Alright. Automax, I need you to make another intelligence check as I describe what this room is. Because as the rest of you walk into this, you immediately realize that this is not a part of the original construction of this tower. Fortress. Fuck. Not only is it seem to be
line right here. I'm saying behind the line.
Yeah. No, this is just the doorway. Looking into it, you can see what looks to be a cramped tube that goes up and down. looking up it, you can see that it goes up, and you can see skylight. Going down, you can see that there is something pulsing with light, and getting even as close as this, you can almost feel the humming coming off of it. Along the walls, you can see that there have been hastily hammered in what look to be handholds that go up and down. From the shoddy iron, they don't appear to have come from the original vessel. That's really all you can see from the outside.
You guys think maybe this wall is part of that ship that we saw and it just like crashed into the tower and they were like, I guess this is part of the tower now?
It might be. It would explain why they've got the dwarf captain over there. You know what we could do? We could ask him.
That's what I was trying to...
It's a good plan there. Good plan, Bran.
Thank you.
Simple teardrop from Miaja.
I imagine it's more if you put your hand on his shoulder and it starts to cook.
Is Miaja still itchy, by the way, since we took a long rest?
Oh, crap. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, no, over the course of that 8 hours, the itching has become unbearable.
Aja, you're doing a little itchy dance there. Do you need help?
Well, it went from poison ivy to chicken pox. You physically do not have the ability to stand still for more than a couple seconds.
She's just vibrating a very unhappy gyrate. It's terrible.
Aja, you're making me itch. Please, can we just see what's going on there?
You're also in full plate, so yeah, you're making noise constantly.
Oh, yeah.
Aja, you sound like a broken can opener. Please, let us... Elenil may have some salve.
I don't. Can we just, please... Statues?
Are you sure?
Yep, I'm good.
I have a number of healing remedies available in preparation for this trip.
I got some of that. I got claws good for scratching.
No, we'll take care of petrified first.
Alright, so we'll take care of the petrified, then we'll inspect twice.
They're not really going anywhere.
And no one's really coming here due to the sirens.
I feel like sirens attract people, don't they?
Plus, what if they pick up and they see you just like standing there scratching like
I
crazy?
can't scratch. I'm just sort of shifting around. If anything, they might think of something contagious.
I mean, wouldn't it be really great right now if you could just have just like a really good back scratcher on your back right now?
Please shut up.
Just a good long bamboo back scratcher, just going up and down and up and down.
Are there any symptoms on her skin? Like, has she got hives or anything like that?
I mean, since she's still in full plate, you can't tell.
Like, not even along her neckline or hands, anything like that?
I mean, does she reveal it?
I guess. Like, the way the armor works, it kind of shifts together, right? So
Asia, let me take a look.
Alright, she'll kind of reveal some of her arm.
Alright.
Bees!
Damn.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, the DM went quiet. That means it's something really bad.
No, I just had to type something out.
She has clam babies on her arm.
Well, you look at it and you can see across the side of her face and running down into her neckline, these just streams of sort of dark red, like, well, it's her skin, but it looks like she's been sunburned. And there's just like these streams of it flowing down.
That's not good.
Ayaja, I know I can't really get a sunburn, but can you get sunburn?
I mean, technically, but we haven't really been out in the sun that much. And
When did you start itching?
after I got spat on repeatedly,
Are you allergic to shellfish?
I don't know. I've never had it.
You're definitely having a rather severe reaction of some kind, and we've let it fester. If it hasn't gone away by now, it's probably not just an allergy. So,
You know, talking about it makes it worse.
right.
To just move on.
Do the lines on her body appear to be going somewhere?
No, they just look. I mean, You've sussed it out. Yes, she's having an allergic reaction to abalone.
We found a running faucet, right?
Several, all around.
Look, there's no bad guys here right now. We'll keep a watch. Pick a room with a faucet in it. Get some privacy. Have Ellen will help you if you need it, but try and wash that stuff off and see if it helps.
I mean, I tried burning it off. It didn't work.
No, it's dry.
Yeah, it's like she's been trying to burn off, I assume. So whatever was there is gone. So
no, your skin is absolutely dry. It's just really itchy wherever those lines are.
Oh, poor Elenil. Or Ayaja.
Yep.
Ayaja.
You rolled the most boring encounter I had on that chart. Yeah.
Alright, so who wants to unfreeze that old guy?
I guess we'll go ahead.
It would be great for him to wake up and see RMX.
perhaps someone more. I don't want to say normal, but I think maybe Eleanor should, if she knows how to administer.
Sounds like a terrible.
Bren.
In fact, come to think of it, all of us except for Asia sound like a terrible idea for our first option.
Well, I was just thinking, since the birds and he's a bird, it might bring back some memories.
Hey, I am a good person.
Oh no, you're one of my suggested. You're perfect.
Yeah, everyone basically suggested you.
Thank you.
Armax huffs in frustration.
Okay. Well, when the dwarves get mad at us because Eleanor doesn't understand them and they refuse to talk to us, don't say I didn't.
I mean, you're fairly noble. You could.
I mean, I imagine we're gonna do the old guy first, because, you know, he's old. What's he gonna do?
Well, we'll find out.
Alright, so what's your plan?
I guess we'll do the old guy first.
Alright. Mark off, you've spent one of the green brackish potions.
How many were there?
4.
4?
So you're now at 3. And rubbing it into all of the small joints, pouring it down his back of the neckline and rubbing it into his skin. Much like Ayanja, you can see parts of it just begin to flake off slowly. Bits and pieces of him just start to shake off, and you can see flesh again, and cloth, and small bits of metal. And you can see that a good chunk of his hair is now gone as well, as there's just a single rim of it just above the ears, while the top is completely bald. But the hair goes about a good 6 inches down the back of his neck.
That must have been an amazing comb over.
And after a few short minutes, he just sort of like collapses to one knee and just starts like shaking himself awake. Just, oh, just starts looking up and goes, oh, why, you don't look like you're from around here. Oh.
I wave and say hi. very brightly.
Oh, well, blessings of the Dawn Father upon you all.
So how do you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, what?
What? Sorry, I'm about as sharp as a spoon. You know, age and all. What's happening?
Well, how'd you get here, first of all?
Oh, yes. My nephew was recruited by the academy in order to clear out this pesky tower, which I can only presume I'm still within. And I'm his godfather after all, so I threw my hat, metaphorically, into the ring to go assist. I couldn't imagine anything run by a few orcs could be that much of a trouble. Although, then we met the room with the saw blades in it. You know, poor souls. It's going to be a lot of paperwork when I get back. But yes, I was following him and his compatriots, and it was going well until, well, we met this giant snake. Big snake, just teeth the size of you, my feathery friend. Last thing I remember... Oh, it bit me, and then everything went dark.
So you encountered a basilisk. Oh God, did you kill it?
Oh, basilisk.
No,
Oh, no.
basilisk turns things to stone by looking at them.
No. I couldn't actually tell you the name of it. I'm terribly sorry. Yes?
Was it a caca snake?
It was a large snake, but... Oh. It was a large snake, but I think it had legs. I couldn't see them. I went first because I was holding the light, and... Ooh, not a good day for me, I can tell you that.
Probably a variance of a basilisk.
Or someone.
Okay.
Was it a cockatrice?
Alright, hold on. Yaja, what are you trying to say?
My mic is being shitty, so don't mind me.
Hey, Joe. Go right ahead, he's looking at you.
No, she was just commenting that snakes don't have legs. That's all she said.
Oh. Astute assumption. But... Well, I do thank you for bringing me back to the land of the living, but I feel as though I must collect my nephew. Presuming he's around here somewhere, that damn whippersnapper. And,
Is it one of these gentlemen?
Oh, no. Oh, never seen any of these folks before. And he just sort of, like, squints at him closely. It's like, no, not a... There he is. And he just walks past them all and starts picking up some stones on the floor. Yep, that's his earlobe. Has his birthmark and everything. Same as his mother. He just starts looking through the rubble, starts picking stuff up. He's like, oh, that was her ring. That, ooh, I shouldn't touch that. No. It's like, oh, that's a hand.
I say we just let him go on with that. Let's undo the other two people to see if we can't find someone less crazy.
At least now we know not to let a snake out.
I take some resent to that. I am not insane. I am just collecting what's left of him so I can bring him back at a later date.
You're taking it really well.
Well, it brought me back.
You were in one piece, with all due respect. Although someone powerful enough, which I was hoping you would be.
Oh, I'm afraid not. I came into the faith a little late. But I made sure that when my godson was born, I bought him some life insurance. And this is about as good a time as any to collect it.
You mean literal?
Yes.
Why don't we?
Oh. Let's see. Well, if you're ever in Mist Falls, You can probably buy some there if it's still... Ooh. That's a good point. How long have I been here?
Don't know.
Well, it was almost the winter season when I came in. What's it now?
Turin's Day? What's the equivalent of March?
Well, you guys were locked in the city for the entirety of winter.
Yeah, winter just ended, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, old man? The last time there was a winter season was over 300 years ago.
Please, I love Choke. I don't have time for this.
300 was light. It was 3,000 was the first time it actually snowed.
He looks at you, Bran, squints a little, just walks up closely, and just whaps you on the back of the head. He's like, "Don't you lie to your elders." And just like goes back. Yeah, try lying to somebody whose charisma, whose wisdom stats. That's great. Yeah.
I could just kill him.
I might. Hey, get to rubbing those other 2 men.
3.
Get to rubbing up those other 3 men.
All right.
All right. Well, which one next?
I'm feeling unlucky. Let's do the big dwarf.
The one with the axe.
Yeah, hopefully he's captain of that fine vessel.
I guess we'll find out.
All right. So you're.
Wait, hold on. Hey, old cleric elder, who is utmost respected in all ways.
It is proper etiquette to ask a man's name when you bring him back from the dead.
It's really. But what's your name?
I am Father Andor. I am a ray of the Dawn Father.
Andor?
Yes.
Okay, Father Andor.
Yes?
Had the giant iron ship attacked the tower by the time you guys made your attempt?
Oh, yes. We were actually sent to respond to that.
And when did that happen?
Well, seeing as how it was probably 300 years ago to your date, he sort of like snides at you. It was only there a few weeks before I got here. Oh.
That's fair.
Yes, they'd only just started beginning the assault on the fortress. Well, fat lot of good it did.
Could you maybe map out some traps and different rooms we haven't been in? Maybe you've stepped where we haven't.
Oh, I'm afraid this is new to me. But I can lay some advice. If you ever get to the room of lava, don't trust the stones. They're not weighted properly. If you stand on the edge, they flip right over.
That's
That
good.
is actually useful. Thank you.
Let's see, Oh! There was the room with the giant stone rollers. I hated that room. Had to sprint across. Broke my ankle. When it hit me.
How's that ankle feeling now?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Okay.
I may not be that trained in the arts, but I'm still a cleric worth his incense. Probably thanks to me that we got as far as we did.
Problem. I know it's definitely thanks to Asia as far as we are.
Island Hills as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. Also Eleanor.
I was gonna say, I was the one that got us out of that water place.
I blew that door down.
I mean, well, you did get him out of the room with the big slammer hammer. Like, because you failed. Let's see. Well, we only got to the second floor, so past that, I couldn't help you much.
Let's see what this other dude knows.
I'm gonna rub him all over.
All right.
Sure you're not just doing it for the fun of it?
All right.
First, I'm gonna make sure that I put the other 2 potions in the bag of holding.
Good call. All right. So let's see. You're picking the young dwarf or the old dwarf? Oh, old. He's in his first century, so he's not even that old. Which one you picking?
Let's pick the old dwarf.
All right. You begin slathering him with the green goo, and much to your surprise, even though his stature is far less, there's still enough mass to consume the entirety of the potion. Let's see. Yeah, and so bits and pieces of it start to break off slowly and surely. But after about a minute, the entirety of it breaks off, and you just hear this, "Ah!" And this big fuck-off axe just comes driving down at Bran, since he's the one doing this.
No, Brand is friend.
I mean, you depetrify the dwarf in mid-combat.
Am I
Can I
next
try to
Bran?
push Bran out of the way?
I mean, anyone who is next to him might be able to help, but you would also be next to the dwarf.
I also think she's scary, so she'd probably be in the back, to be honest.
I was probably right by Brand, probably sharing more jokes, so I guess I could try to push him.
Okay, make an athletics check. Bran,
Oh.
also make one.
I just dove in front of an axe, didn't I?
Alright. Well, Armax failed, so no, you're not moved.
That's okay.
Alright, so the axe comes down. And thankfully, you're able to just step slightly past it, but it still clips you right in the shoulder as it drives down.
Just gonna look at him and raise my eyebrow. Are you done?
Actually, he's not, because it slammed down, cutting into you for 19 slashing. And then as it hits the floor, it begins to light up red before engulfing everything next to it in flames. Armax and Bran, I need dexterity saves. As the quickfire hammer goes off. Or sorry, quickfire axe. Alright. Alright, Armax, you dodged. Bran. Sorry.
It might be +4 with them within 10 feet, but it's kind of hard to say when we're all one token.
Oh, well, actually, no, the room is too small, so he would be in range.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, no, you would make it. So you take half of this. You take 2. You take 2 fire damage as the axe literally detonates and launches it back up into his hand. Everyone in the room is a little shaken. Even Ender's just like, huh? Oh. Meanwhile, you have a pissed-looking dwarf covered head to toe in white steel, who's just now scoping out all of you with putting his axe between you. It's like, now what in the bleeding hell be you be? That's 2 Irish.
We're sorry, that accent.
Yeah, I know.
Where is that place where we came from? The Emerald Isles?
Emerald Glades.
Yeah. We're from the Emerald Glades.
What in the bleeding hell would be... Oh, by the Emperor's beard.
You got turned into stone.
Ah! They never told us about a damn bard. This is what we get for doing just a wee little deal for some elves. This is why the Citadel remains better alone. The hell with this.
We might need to work together for a little bit longer. We still need to kill that bard.
Fine, whatever. Oh, what did they do to you, Dracus?
Don't worry,
I presume since you got me out, you can get him out.
I think he can.
Well, go on now.
How do I know you're not just going to take off and leave after I free your friend?
We have nowhere to go, Bran.
I don't exactly know what you mean by I wouldn't. This entire operation is FUBAR. As far as the Citadel of Slag is concerned, Commodore Gruzdit Ing Utgard finds you all to be traitors to the state. And if you live, you might face trial. So I'm going to get to the pike, and I'm going to get the hell out of here. But I'm not going to leave without any of my men.
So,
See, that sounds an awful lot like, don't free my friends, so that way don't go on trial.
no, hold on a second. I wanna hear his plan on how he's going to escape from this place after getting his ass kicked by that bard, when that bard is still alive.
No one told us that a bard was going to lift an iron helm 45 feet in the air and turn it upside down. That was not part of the intel. That was not our fault.
Uh-huh. So how you gonna leave?
You got here one way, I'll go the same. If not, I will mine out every fucking stone in this fortress to get out. The Emperor needs to know what happened to one of his flagships.
Then you'll swim your way back?
For the Emperor, nothing is impossible.
Then
You don't look like much of a
it's
swimmer.
not possible to help us.
Although, you know, you could help us, you know, kill that bard, and then, you know, it wouldn't have been a lost mission. I mean,
What was that?
imagine that two of his men coming back single, you know, just out of all his two of his men
Shush.
come back after beating that guy.
The reactor? Oh, bleed in it. Bring the boy back, and he's just going to walk off, and you can trace him going into the blue light, and just cursing in Dwarvish.
I'm gonna guess that's not a good sign.
Oh, this place is full of radiation.
Oh, good.
Trust me, I'm an expert.
Right.
Anyone else catch that apparently we're traitors to the state?
No, we're not. Those elves are.
Oh, okay, cool.
That was his
Yeah.
phrasing.
Yeah, no, we're just guns for hire.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, except for that guy. So let's undo these two guys and try not to die.
yeah, I guess this time I'll try to do some more of the, like, super obvious thing and not stand in front of any weapons like any person with decent intelligence would do.
Oh, no, you weren't standing in front of it. He saw you and immediately went into a Dwarven Fury.
Oh, okay, that's more awesome.
Like, if you had rubbed it on him and jumped 10 feet back, he would have missed. But it's the fact that you were close to him, and he was mid-swing. Like, that was worst case scenario.
Well, now, let's go ahead and free his buddy
Yeah.
so we can interrogate that person.
Yeah, the young dwarf does look different than his compatriot. He has a posture that he's on the floor, like he's backing away from something. No weapons. Looks a little scared.
Hello.
Hello there.
Oh, you're doing it?
Yeah.
Did it.
All right. Yeah, after a few minutes, and he does take the full time of just, like, sort of waking up, and even after he breaks out, he just sort of slams his head into the back wall. It's like, Ow. Oh. Who are you? Where's the pike?
The pike?
The Iron Helm. The COSNV pike.
I think its reactor is going.
Yeah. It's supposed to.
Oh, okay. So it's not going to kill everybody?
I am not at liberty to discuss information of the state.
That's cool.
Well, you're 3 inches away from it, so could you discuss survival?
Just sort of like Rita's like, and he pulls out a small book. It's like, okay. Light powder boy manual doesn't cover the reactor. It just says avoid it. Superior officers only.
Oh, so y'all rammed you rammed the ship into this to blow up this fortress, huh?
No. We had to cross the barrier because it was bouncing our shells. Once we got within 100 feet, we armed the wyverns.
You have wyverns?
Armed the wyverns?
It's an acronym. The wyverns are a close-range decimation from our Magitech reactor. It's designed to melt through adamantine at a range of almost 200 yards. It's used for close quarters combat.
And then something pulled your ship 40 feet into the air and turned it upside.
Ow, my head hurts. I remember the Commodore was screaming about something. Then I was put in a seat, and then there was water. Oh, and then I saw this fish person. Then everything went dark. And then they went darker? Ow. No. No weakness. Third law of the Emperor. He just sort of like picks himself up, just starts dusting himself off. Like imagine a child trying to be tough. Just
yeah, there you go. You
okay.
got it.
All right, the pike's here. You said?
The ship's, I think that's its entrance over there.
Yeah, it's over here.
Damn it, Bran. He turns the corner and says, Why is it sideways?
I don't think he meant to put it there right side up.
Oh dear. Well, thank you. May the Emperor's smile always grace your entrance. And he just books it out, just hauling ass.
Entrance into what?
I feel like we should try to enter. Because I feel like they're going to kill us. Oh, hit that other guy real fast.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the last guy.
Why are you so far away?
I'm in the other room.
Ask a silly question, get a silly answer.
I didn't ask where, I asked why.
Because he needed to be in another room.
Joke is dead. Alright. So yeah, you begin rubbing into the other guy. And flakes of snow begin pouring off of him. And you notice something. The bear glove that he has, the hair retracts into his hand. The second it's free. And unlike everyone else, he just sort of stands there and opens his eyes and looks at you all. And just starts scanning the room.
Hi. What you doing here?
He doesn't respond. He's just looking at all of you and keeping a special eye on Andor, who's still behind him.
Did you come in with that guy? Can you speak? I'm Armax. We came to help.
Sort of cocks his head just a little bit when you say help.
I mean, technically we came to kill the Bard and stop the tower from attacking the city.
So he's still alive.
Not for much longer.
Good luck to you. And he just walks out of the room.
No help? Nothing?
No help, no teamwork. Save your life. Andor, you're the best person here.
He's going to come back a little and just throw a dagger. Not aggressively, he's just going to throw it and have it clink in front of you. And he's going to go back to the elevator.
I take the dagger.
It is a plain-ass dagger.
You never can have too many daggers.
Okay. Next time we run into statues, I say we just take the potions and let the statues sit.
We did the right thing, Bran. You know, it's
I mean-
frustrating, but sometimes people are... Oh, something that always frustrating, but you have to remember that their lives matter, and can we just move on? I'm really uncomfortable right now.
With all honesty, whippersnapper, you did wake up a Commodore of the Citadel of Slag. They're recruited because they're driven, headstrong, and a bit of a bastard. The other one, I don't know about him. He's weird. Has a stink on him of something foul. Ugh. And I don't mean like a wet fart. I mean, woo, foul.
Like he's evil and I should go kill him?
You just sort of like
Bran,
thinks for
please.
a second. No, I don't think he's evil. But he's
I can
definitely in
check.
contact.
Can I do my divine sense?
Actually,
Just-
now that I think about it, he smells a little bit like you. But you're sweet to his bitter.
Wait, me? I'm sweet?
It's
I'm
the
sweet.
same awful smell, but yours is sweet.
Aw, that's cute.
Bran, you have a musky odor that's also attractive.
Oh, no, heavens no. Smells like a bakery on fire.
We smell awful, all of us, to be honest.
Oh,
Thank-
I lost my sense of smell years ago.
Oh, you mean that kind of...
Yes.
Yeah.
The same one
If
that
I
you
put my
have.
divine sense on towards the bear claw guy, do I get anything?
You barely just get a whiff of something. And yeah, it reminds you a lot of something that you're constantly around, but it's different, and it doesn't have it has like a striking smell to it. But unlike before, you can hear something as well. Like an echoing howl. Unfortunately, Elenil also hears this. None of the rest of you, because your passive perception is
Oh,
ass.
shoot! I
Yeah,
would like to follow.
he took the elevator.
Dang!
Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't question the bear claw.
Shoot!
Like, big surprise.
Well, at least
Hunters are
it's
in
bad.
high demand.
This could be a good thing. I mean, it's mostly enemies here, yeah? I mean, the chances that he'll run
Unless he
into
decided to just screw the whole operation and leave. Blood hunters aren't exactly known for their moralistic values.
You're a good person. You should trust him until he does something bad. And even then, chances are important.
I think
Are
he's
we-
just been.
Nope.
I think he's just an asshole. Trust me, I know assholes.
I know you do. Anyway, is there anything else are we gonna figure out the reactor? I don't know what the plan is.
Can I go up the elevator, like, quickly?
No, he took it.
I want to bring it back.
I mean, you look around, you just see the landing platform. You don't explicitly see a lever, not without checking.
Sooner or later, you're ready. Have anywhere to go.
I mean, come on now, Brandon. I usher him towards the force field.
Again, not a force field, it's just light.
I feel like you're gonna get us killed.
I'm not gonna get you killed. Starts edging him closer.
Well, I've collected enough of, well, these poor souls that I might be able to do something about it, if nothing else last rice. I wish you best.
Where are you planning on going?
Cool. Well, I'm a bit drained on everything I got, so I'm not much use here.
Yeah, but there's literally nowhere for you to go.
Yeah, there's not an exit to this place.
Even our escape plans involve somebody teleporting us out.
Just as you should respect your elders, never doubt them. I've gotten out of jams with the same description before. It was the
this
same
place
80
is,
years ago as it is now.
Set to explode after we're done. That is the plan, right? They're going to attack this place?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
You've never confirmed, actually.
Well, I thought that was the plan where you take out Barty Boo and Force Fields and...
Force field
Cloudy.
down.
Force field down. We get this place. Everything's good.
Well, no, that was their plan. But then the field stopped them. The problem is, like, anything that gets close to this thing gets blasted out.
I'm pretty sure the plan is once we take the Bard out and the wards go down, we get teleported out immediately before they bombard the entire structure and destroy it.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
what I understood.
I guess we'll find it.
That's always reassuring.
Well, I'll find something. Unless you would all like to, get out of here as well. Could probably think of something. I mean, I'm not one to take an exit and just leave some poor soul to die. But I have a bag of poor souls that need to be brought back. Hopefully in one piece.
We're grateful for the offer, but we still have a mission.
Yeah, I need to kill this guy and figure out how he knows my relatives.
Ooh, one of those stories. Those were always tricky. Well,
Always are.
I offer you the blessing of the Dawnfather. Also, your friend should get some calamine lotion. Clears it up. Old family recipe. And he just like...
Wait, how do you make it? Give me your recipe.
You squeeze calamines.
Yeah, that's literally it.
We don't have any
Oh.
here.
Don't scratch it
Eleanor?
too hard.
Could you make calamine? I mean, they're technically plants. I don't know druid magic that well, admittedly. Please.
Please.
Was that for me?
Yeah, she's asking if she can make calamine.
Can I make calamine lotion?
You definitely have the capability, but not the ability. Something specific Flowers on Command is... It's not higher level bardic, or not higher level druidic magic, but it's ones that you're not familiar with. Like, what would be a tree hugger for druids would know that spell, but you've got more of, like, earth magic.
I'm not one of those hippies. I can't do that.
Which is saying something.
Yep.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like-
It's something to look forward to, though, I
Like-
guess.
No.
Oh, right. So, yeah, while you're doing this, out of the hallway, you just hear a... like a puff of smoke.
Yeah, we should probably go check on that.
Yeah. You look down the way that Andor went, and there's just a trail of smoke. And there's like a faint blue ring on the floor that then just quickly dissipates.
Oh, cool. He has plot magic.
No, he had a magic item you could have persuaded him out of.
Nah, we have
Right, so what do you guys want to do?
Do we want to check on those assholes or go down the stairs?
I guess we'll go. I mean, will we be considered enemies of the state if we trespass on the Iron Helm?
I'm willing to bet he's probably that kind of guy.
Well, he also kind of left it a quick hurry as soon as he heard the reactor. But that's up to you guys. I mean, Almax has some experiences with Iron Helms.
They could need our help.
What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, I'll start walking. I'm gonna walk into the Iron Helm. Just doing it.
I will follow.
Right.
Fine.
Right. Well, you get to there and you still hear a stream of curse in Dwarven. And you can tell that the Gruzit is just going up and down this makeshift ladder, even kicking pieces of it. You can see him with wrench in one hand and mandrel in the other. He's trying to like fix different parts of it. He's looking at wires and following them where they're going. He is well and truly distracted. Dacus, on the other hand, is kind of just handing him tools when he asks for them and staying out of his way.
You guys need help?
No. I mean, yes, but no. You know. It's complicated.
Secrets of the Empire and all that?
Well, technically, I don't know. So, I don't know? Well, it looks like they were using the ship, which shouldn't be possible. And
Used for what?
Well, judging by the ammo stores, they've fired about 1/10 of its munitions.
Oh.
They've also been filling it with new ones. They're lodged in the magazine, and we can't get them out.
They've been using the Iron Helm to shoot shells from the fortress.
Yeah. And I don't
How
know
should
what.
Here's my question for
I
you.
get the feeling this is the gun that shot me, or is that a different cannon?
Well, an Iron Helm is a 3-barreled weapon.
But the thing that shot me was a beam when I was in the air?
No, it was 3 projectiles.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah.
So how come they shouldn't be able to use this?
They're built complicated on purpose. And if you don't know how to use it, it's designed to kill you. It's really brilliant unless you don't know what you're doing. And it's sad.
You don't know what you're doing, do you?
Oh, I don't go near that. It's not in my manual, so I don't go near it.
It hurts a lot.
So there's someone on this place who knows how to use this thing.
Possibly? But it's just like, you can see Gruzit just walk by and just smack the kid in the face, just keep going. It's like, no. It shouldn't be possible. Like,
Well,
every Iron Helm is made specifically to its captain. Even their second lieutenant shouldn't be able to use them. At least not well.
well, maybe the impossible is far more probable than you ever thought possible.
Well, judging by the pools of blood, I'm guessing they did a lot of it through trial and error. A lot of trial and error.
Oh, I thought this place was just painted red.
Oh, no, it is. It's that pool down there, and just sort of like points down. You can see there's like a swimming pool of blood and like
Is that an
congealed ichor.
eyeball?
Ah,
I try not to think about it until we get the reactor. Until we get the
I
Magitech
could-
reactor calmed down, we really can't
Is there any
fire.
body parts left in here? Any corpse at all?
Specifically, no. Like, there's
Wonder.
bits of things, but there's not like whole chunks. Like everything in there that's solid is bite-sized.
And I can't use bite size for a spell.
I'm afraid not. You need like at least at least a primary body part.
I wonder where the bodies went. Is it meant to
Oh well.
decimate everything?
Well, they are seedlings. It's kind of their thing to come back. They're really hard to kill.
Yes, I was just... Oh, well, not hoping. Of course not. Just maybe one of your companions might have known
Oh.
what happened. But,
No, we haven't found anyone yet. It looks like they were going through us through rank. Actually, yeah, they also went through all of our stuff. But they didn't take valuables. We still got the platinum stores. They just took gear. I don't know, it's weird. Unless everyone crewed up and stormed the place. Doesn't suppose you saw any more of us. But he's like points his shoulder with this symbol on him. Maybe a couple other powder boys?
nope.
Oh.
What symbol?
This one, 80, points to the runic gear with the dwarven face with the large eyebrows.
You think they don't have any way to get supplies here?
Like who?
The people around in the fortress.
I think they have plenty of way to get supplies here. Most of the ones we've run into are fish people. All they have to do is go out.
Well, Bran, you would know that they don't need much. Seedlings survive on water. They're
Yeah.
plants.
Seedlings ain't no issue.
They're-
Master Commander,
You just hear a, what?
is the reactor gonna explode and kill all of us?
No. Oh, fucking elves. Fucking tall ear sons of bitches. Just like climbs down. It's like, look, ignore the boy. Everything is under control. They're just
Can I insight
bleeding.
him?
Go right ahead. They've just been bleeding it. Magitech reactor is fine. He doesn't seem concerned, Aja. But you can definitely tell he's kind of holding something back.
What exactly do you mean by bleeding it?
As a defensive measure, should, and this is almost impossible, he just like glares at you. If an Iron Helm ever runs out of munitions, it switches purely to Wyvern. That's powered by the Magitech reactor. It's also backup power for the rest of the ship. In case of emergency, it's designed to bleed out the main guns. Fucking morons.
You're passionate about this.
Aye.
It's good to see.
So, are you currently working on disabling their ability to eat it?
Laddie, I'm trying to get this thing dislodged from this tower. But I'm not going to move it with the Magitech reactor humming. I don't know what they did. I don't care what they did. My mission is to attack the fortress and return. We attack the fortress, we return.
That actually sounds like a rather good. Do I remember our conversation with the Archmage? He was talking about the wards have to be powered by something big?
What wards are you talking about?
The wards protecting the tower?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's just the one barrier. And he said he's never seen something that powerful, that concentrated before.
Would it be logical to assume that the power is probably coming from the Magitech reactor?
Unfortunately, no. Because the second it popped up, he attacked it. He told you that he called in a favor to the Citadel Slag to have one of their iron helms try to attack it, because since they couldn't get close.
So the ship's source.
This was after.
It's just not helping them.
Probably.
Well, we are also going to attack Fortress. Do you need any help over here on your end? Or do you want to just keep doing your thing and then we'll go kill the bard and all that good stuff?
Look. No man takes their deaths to the grave. Third law of the Empire from the Crucible's Codex. You kill the bastard. Have fun. I'm gonna have this thing dislodged in just a couple hours. When it does, I'll offer you a ride back to the Emerald Glades. You have 5 minutes when I dislodge this, or else we're leaving, with or without you.
Sir, please. Is there anything you can do to help? I understand you're probably scared. It's okay to be scared. It's okay. But this is very important and a lot bigger than just... And she'll kind of gesture everywhere. This place.
What are you daft wicked talking about? What do you think I'm gonna do? Once I get this thing down, I'm gonna melt the fucking fortress. We still have enough munitions to do it. And now we're close enough. You fight that bastard bard, that will be the distraction we need to melt it.
That actually sounds like a decent plan.
You promise you won't run?
As I said, lassie, when this falls, you got 5 minutes to be on the ship, or else we complete the mission and leave. This is not about fleeing. This is about serving the word of the Emperor. Basically, he's pulling military rank. Here.
Sorry, I'm a bit testy. I got spat on by clams. I'll just let Bran do the talking. I'll just go over here.
He just looks at you with a sneer and just like, not aggressive sneer, but just like a, ugh, and just like moves on.
Cool. You hear that, guys? We're on a time crunch.
All right. I immediately get out of this ship and I go down one of those flights of stairs.
I will follow Armax.
I'm just picturing an Ed, and Eddie kind of a run from the party.
Now, are you going down one of the 3 staircases, or are you going to go up the stairs?
I feel like down the stairs might reveal something.
All right, which ones? 1, 2, or 3?
1.
That's up to you guys, or we could just call it for the day.
I mean, we're missing 2 people,
Yeah.
So yeah. How about we go down 1 and to be continue?
I'd say one or the other, not both. Like either wait it here or continue forward.
We'll go ahead and stop.
Alright.